Presley. China's e-commerce and courier industry has experienced a boom in recent years. According to the State Post Bureau, the country handled over 80 billion parcels last year, and that number is expected to rise this year. But while parcel delivery might have made people's lives easier, the rise in excess packaging is posing an environmental problem. Now regulators want to crack down on it, as our China media analyst Kerry Allen reports.
The regulator of China's postal industry is set to launch a huge anti-excess campaign later this month, and it's going to particularly target parcel packaging. It's going to be a year-long campaign which very much tackles what the country sees as inappropriate packaging. If you think about some of the parcels you sometimes get from overseas, sometimes there's a lot of tape on them, or there might be a lot of bubble wrap. Instead, it's going to be promoting this more environmentally friendly packaging. And in fact, guidelines have already been issued on what parcels should be packaged like by the Ministry of Transport. Companies that violate these regulations could face huge fines, up to 10,000 yuan, which are roughly $1,500. And that could have a huge knock-on impact in terms of smaller companies, in terms of what they're offering to overseas consumers. They might start offering goods in bulk rather than individually. And they might start thinking about potential price hikes to deal with the consequences of these new fines. There's been a lot of discussion about this on Chinese social media, platforms like Sina Weibo. Not a lot of people agree with this, particularly because in China a lot of goods are delivered on the back of a motorbike, so they need to be very, very well wrapped so that they don't get damaged. But other people do think that as China is one of the world's biggest manufacturers, it also needs to show the most environmental consciousness. It needs to come up with new ways that people think critically about recycling and using reusable goods. And this is another way in which the country is thinking, let's get ahead with this and make sure that people are not overwrapping things.
That was our China media analyst Kerry Allen reporting.